Across the endless universe, we are silent observers. We look at the night sky and see stories written in light. Stories of how stars are born, how they live, and how they die. But among this sea of light, there are places wrapped in eternal darkness, places where light itself cannot escape. This is the home of one of the most mysterious and powerful forces in the cosmos, the black hole. It is not an object, but a place, a deep well in the fabric of space and time. It's what's left after a giant star dies. Its heart has stopped beating, but its pull is now impossible to escape. We have only ever watched from a safe distance. But have you ever asked, what would actually happen if you were to travel into the very heart of that darkness? To understand this hunter, we must first understand its birth. Long ago, a giant star, hundreds of times bigger than our sun, lived a magnificent life. It was a massive nuclear engine, turning matter into energy for millions of years. But all lives must end. When its fuel ran out, the star could no longer support its own weight. In an instant, it collapsed, causing a massive explosion we call a supernova. Its blast shone brighter than an entire galaxy. Yet at the center of this destruction, something new was born. The star's incredibly dense core kept collapsing until it became a single point of unimaginable mass. Imagine a weight so heavy that it bends the very fabric of the universe. It creates a well of gravity so deep, so steep, that nothing can ever climb back out. Not even light, the fastest thing in the universe. And so, a black hole is born. Now, our journey begins. From far away, it looks peaceful. A perfect circle of black, surrounded by a glowing disk of gas and dust, spinning around it before falling in forever. As we get closer, we begin to feel its pull, a pull we cannot resist. Ahead of us is an invisible line. Scientists call it the event horizon. Think of it like the edge of a giant waterfall. As long as you stay away from the edge, you can still turn back. But the moment you cross it, there is no return. The event horizon is a one-way gate to forever. Something strange begins to happen. If a friend watched you from far away, time for you would seem to slow down. Your movements would look slower and slower until you seem to freeze at the edge of the black hole, fading away forever. But for you, time feels normal. You feel nothing. You simply drift across the final line. And now the monster reveals its terrifying nature. The process known as spaghettification begins. Because you are falling feet first, the pull of gravity on your feet is much stronger than the pull of gravity on your head. Your body begins to be pulled apart, stretched and stretched like a piece of string. This is not a painful process, because your body is torn into a stream of atoms long before any pain signals could reach your brain. you become part of the river of matter, flowing to the center of nothingness. You look back one last time. The entire universe, all the stars and galaxies, now look twisted and squeezed into a single blinding point of light. That is your final view of the world you left behind, before the total darkness swallows you completely. Your journey ends at a place that can't even be called a place. A point of infinite density where everything the black hole has ever swallowed comes to an end. Scientists call it the singularity. This is where our understanding of physics breaks down. The rules we know no longer apply. What is there? The end of everything? A doorway to another universe? Or just the final end, where information is lost forever? We do not know. And maybe that's its greatest beauty. The black hole is the universe's reminder that no matter how much we learn, there will always be mysteries we cannot solve. It is proof that inside the deepest darkness, we find the deepest questions about our own existence. And the journey to find the answers is what makes us human.